Good day and welcome. You're watching Sint Maarten NEWSDESK, where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond. With your anchor crew, Alston Lawrence, Glenda York, Tiziana Hart, and Mizzy with the Sunshine Report. This broadcast is brought to you by TV15 and proudly produced by Great Bay Media Studios in Philipsburg, Sint Maarten. And now, let's jump straight into today's top headlines.
Back to school messages emphasize focus, respect, and shared responsibility. As Sint Maarten prepares for the 2026-2027 school year, Education Minister, the Honorable Melissa Gums, is encouraging students, parents, educators, and the wider community to approach the new academic year with purpose and responsibility. In her back-to-school message, Minister Gums emphasized the importance of creating a supportive environment where students can learn, grow, and reach their potential. A separate Teen Times message encourages young people to make positive choices, remain focused on their goals, and demonstrate respect and responsibility both in and outside the classroom. Former Minister of VSA, Richina Brug, also stressed the importance of respecting everyone involved in raising and educating children. He described that support network, including parents, teachers, and other caregivers, as an investment in Sint Maarten's future. Together, the messages highlight that a successful school year requires more than academic effort. It depends on cooperation among students, families, educators, and the wider community to create safe, respectful, and productive learning environments. Sint Maarten Medical Center signs pension agreement with Vida Nova. Sint Maarten Medical Center has signed an agreement with Vida Nova Pension Fund to manage the pension plan for its employees, expanding the fund's presence on Sint Maarten. SMMC CEO Dr. Felix Holiday, Vida Nova Chairman Carol Van Haren, and Director Charlene Alberto were present for the signing. Vida Nova has maintained long-standing ties to Sint Maarten with organizations including NVGEBE, TELEM, former UTS Sint Maarten, and the White and Yellow Cross Care Foundation among those connected to the fund. Holiday described the agreement as an important step for Sint Maarten Medical Center employees, noting that a strong pension plan is an essential employment benefit for healthcare professionals. Van Haren said Sint Maarten Medical Center's participation fits Vida Nova's mission of strengthening the financial future of employees on the island. He also highlighted the fund's investment in the local economy, including Telem and Princess Juliana International Airport. Vida Nova Director Charlene Alberto said the fund looks forward to providing Sint Maarten Medical Center staff with a solid and sustainable pension plan. Sint Maarten patients await return from Colombia. Approximately 5 to 10 Sint Maarten patients, excluding companions, are currently awaiting flights home from Colombia following an earthquake that affected parts of the country earlier this month. Minister of Public Health, the Honorable Claret Connor, says the situation has stabilized and healthcare services have largely returned to normal. The patients remain safe and continue receiving the medical care they need, while canceled appointments are being rescheduled. Patients nearing the end of their treatment are being prioritized for assessment and discharge so they can return home. The main challenge is securing flights, with limited airline seat availability attributed to the busy summer travel season and additional disruptions following the earthquake. The Ministry of Public Health and Social Health Insurances said they are working with healthcare providers, airlines, and travel partners to arrange the earliest possible return flights. Minister Connor says patient safety, continuity of care, and bringing patients home safely remain the ministry's top priorities.
Hello, my people. My name is Glenda York of Sit, Sip and Chat and Moms in Paradise podcast. You can find us on TV15 Sint Maarten, TVC St. Kitts, and on YouTube. Reporting from Great Bay Media Studios in Sint Maarten, your NEWSDESK feature story is coming up. But first, here is Mizzy with the Sunshine Report.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with a Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, Sint Maarten, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us.
Youth, your voice matters. If you're between 13 and 24, this is your chance to shape the future.
Take the Department of Youth's quick 5 to 7 minute survey and share what matters most to you. Your feedback will help guide programs and policies that make a real difference.
Scan the QR code and take the survey today. Your voice, our future. Together for Sint Maarten.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every life, every adventure. Number one provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want the road. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
Welcome to the BTP Cybercrime Awareness video. What is cybercrime? Cybercrime is any illegal activity that uses computers, smartphones, or the internet. to harm people, steal information, or cause damage. Now, how to protect yourself. First, use strong passwords. Also, keep your devices and antivirus software updated. Enable two-factor authentication. Research before sending money. Use trusted platforms. Log out of accounts on shared/public devices. Scan the QR code for more tips. Stay alert. Stay secure.
Community invited to discuss advanced care planning. Sint Maarten Medical Center and the White and Yellow Cross Care Foundation are inviting the public to a free community event focused on advanced care planning. The event, Let's Start the Conversation, takes place Thursday, August 20th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. at the White and Yellow Cross Care Foundation's big dining room. No registration is required. The discussion will focus on an important question. What kind of health care would a person want if they were unable to communicate their wishes themselves? Speakers will address advanced directives, healthcare decision-making, and do not resuscitate or DNR decisions. A panel discussion will also give attendees an opportunity to ask questions and hear from healthcare and other professionals. Sint Maarten Medical Center and the White and Yellow Care Cross Foundation say starting these conversations before an emergency can help families and healthcare providers better understand and respect a person's wishes. The organizations encourage everyone to attend, particularly those caring for elderly relatives or other loved ones. The Sint Maarten Academy opens the school year with The Power of Us. The Foundation for Academic and Vocational Education, or FAVE, has officially opened the 2026-2027 academic year under the theme, The Power of Us. The school says the theme highlights the importance of collaboration, community, and shared responsibility in creating a successful learning environment. As students and staff begin the new academic year, FAVE is encouraging everyone in their academy to recognize the role they play in supporting one another and contributing to the school community. The new school year brings renewed focus on education, personal development, and preparing students for their future careers. The academy says its academic and vocational programs are designed to equip young people with practical knowledge and skills while encouraging confidence, responsibility, and lifelong learning. The school is also emphasizing the importance of partnerships among students, educators, parents, and the wider community. Officials say when these groups work together, they can create stronger opportunities for students and help them reach their full potential. Cannabis Symposium calls for evidence-based regulation. A cannabis regulation symposium at the University of St. Maarten is calling for a carefully structured, evidence-based approach if St. Maarten moves toward regulating cannabis. The August 14th event brought together government officials, healthcare professionals, researchers, and community reps to discuss public health, youth protection, economic opportunities, and enforcement. Teyat Minister the Honorable Grisha Heilige-Martin said regulation should not be viewed as promoting cannabis use, but should address the reality of an existing illicit market through clear rules on product quality, testing, licensing, distribution, and enforcement. Youth substance use was also highlighted with research presented at the symposium indicating that 37.3% of surveyed 15-year-olds reported cannabis use. Speakers called for stronger drug education, parental awareness, and youth protections. Physician and policy advisor Dr. Joseph Rosado proposed a phased medical cannabis framework focused on patient safety, trained clinicians, product controls, community protection, and measurable outcomes. Participants also discussed Rastafari rights, economic opportunities, and the legal challenges posed by international drug control treaties. Overall, speakers stressed that any future policy must prioritize public health, accountability, and evidence over commercial interest.
Hey there, I'm Venicia Herbert, and welcome to the Community Billboard. This is your space where the people, places, and heartbeat of the Sint Maarten community get to speak for themselves. Whether it's an event worth showing up for, a business worth knowing about, or a cause worth caring about, you'll hear it right here. So, settle in, because what's coming up next just might be exactly what you've been looking for. Welcome to the NEWSDESK Community Billboard.
Heavy sweating, weakness, dizziness, headache, nausea. A fast heartbeat may be signs of heat exhaustion. Move the person to a cool or shaded area, loosen clothing, and help them cool down. Confusion, fainting, seizures, or very hot skin may signal heat stroke. Call emergency services immediately. Know the warning signs and act quickly. A message from Collective Prevention Services within the Ministry of Public Health, Social Development, and Labor.
To be part of our mailing list, send an email to newsdesksxm@gmail.com.
Hey, Sint Maarten youth, your voice matters. If you're between 13 and 24, this is your chance to shape the future.
Take the Department of Youth's quick 5 to 7 minute survey and share what matters most to you. Your feedback will help guide programs and policies that make a real difference.
Scan the QR code and take the survey today. Your voice, our future. Together for Sint Maarten.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every life, every adventure. Number one provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
Welcome to the BTP Cybercrime Awareness video. What is cybercrime? Cybercrime is any illegal activity that uses computers, smartphones, or the internet to harm people, steal information, or cause damage. Now, how to protect yourself. First, use strong passwords. Also, keep your devices and antivirus software updated. Enable two-factor authentication. Research before sending money. Use trusted platforms. Log out of accounts on shared/public devices. Scan the QR code for more tips. Stay alert. Stay secure.
Before we wrap up, we take a moment each day to check in with our neighbors across the region. There's always a story worth paying attention to. Here's today's regional headline.
Barbados urged to embrace digital payments. A former governor of the Central Bank of Barbados is encouraging Bajans to make greater use of digital payments, highlighting their potential benefits over traditional cash transactions. The call comes as Barbados, like other Caribbean economies, continues its transition toward a more digital financial system. Digital payments can make transactions faster and more convenient while also reducing the cost and risk associated with handling, transporting, and securing physical cash. Supporters of the shift also point to greater financial transparency and improved access to transaction records for consumers and businesses. For small businesses in particular, digital payment systems can make it easier to manage sales and connect with customers who increasingly expect cashless options. However, the transition also comes with challenges, including cybersecurity, digital fraud, data protection, and ensuring that people without reliable access to banking services or digital technology are not left behind. The former central bank governor's comments highlight a broader regional trend as Caribbean countries modernize their payment systems and work toward more efficient, secure, and inclusive digital economies.
Welcome back. Each day we take a moment to go beyond the headlines and look deeper into the issues, people, and conversations shaping life here on Sint Maarten. Welcome to today's NEWSDESK feature.
Traffic congestion around Sint Maarten schools has become more than an inconvenience for parents and students. In parts of the cul-de-sac basin, the concentration of schools, growing population, school buses, and vehicles during drop-off and pickup periods has created a daily bottleneck, and stakeholders are now looking at ways to address the problem collectively. The Ebenezer Work Group brought together local landowners, the Sint Maarten Police Force, representatives of the MAC School, the Sint Maarten Academy, and the Ministry of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Transport, and Telecommunication to discuss possible solutions. The group says the population and the number of schools in the area have grown significantly over the years, causing the traffic problem to become increasingly serious. Among the proposals is a request for homeowners and tenants to keep Ebenezer Road and Walter Plants Road free of parked vehicles between 7 and 8 in the morning and again between 1 and 2 in the afternoon, times that coincide with school traffic. Another proposal would have school buses use Elby Scott Road rather than Ebenezer Road when traveling towards Betty's Estate. The work group says this could reduce unnecessary congestion on surrounding roads. MAC and local landowners are also exploring alternative walking routes for students. The aim is to reduce the number of parents stopping and parking along Betty's Estate Road, where vehicles currently create a significant bottleneck during school hours. MAC is also asking parents to park responsibly and cooperate with law enforcement during student drop-off and pickup. The Sint Maarten Police Force is discussing the situation internally and is expected to hold a follow-up meeting with stakeholders to present both temporary and longer-term solutions. The developments point to a broader issue for Sint Maarten as residential areas and schools expand. Transportation planning must keep pace. Addressing congestion may require more than traffic enforcement alone. It could involve coordinated school schedules, designated drop-off zones, pedestrian routes, bus management, parking controls, and infrastructure improvements. For the cul-de-sac basin, the immediate objective is to make school traffic safer and more manageable. But the longer-term challenge is ensuring that growth does not continue to outpace the island's ability to move people efficiently. The discussions underway suggest that solving the problem will require cooperation from everyone who contributes to the traffic, from government and police to schools, landowners, bus operators, and parents. This story is actually a story that came out over 3 years ago. We thought it here at NEWSDESK quite interesting to again republish this in our newscast to see what's really changed. Stay friendly, Sint Maarten.
That's all the time we have for today's edition of Sint Maarten NEWSDESK. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday at 8 a.m. on TV15 and across all our social media platforms. From all of us here at NEWSDESK, we wish you a fantastic week ahead. Until next time, stay friendly, Sint Maarten.